You know the days where I'm supposed to go live right at noon and I go to hit the button and it doesn't want to start? Well, so I started a couple minutes early today, and you'll see this on YouTube. And when I went to start it, it started right up. Vroom, 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 vroom. So 1 minute, and I'll hit the record button and we'll go live if we're not already. But they seem to like it if you give a couple minutes head start. If you're watching this, and it's going to be the Cleveland Browns hosting the Seattle Seahawks in an AFC divisional contest. 86 playoffs, Cleveland and Seattle, as soon as my clock turns 11:59 a.m. on this 9th of February, 2020. You get a sip of coffee? Boy, we are not streaming at a very high rate. Don't know how much. All right. The following is a presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. And today, our AFC divisional playoff game between the Cleveland Browns and Seattle Seahawks is presented exclusively by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the web for your sports simulations and replay needs. DigitalDice.com. Find us on Spreaker, iTunes, and wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Well, good afternoon. Hopefully you can actually see what I'm doing today, because I don't... Oh, there we go. We're finally up to a high bit rate. Imagine that. My name is Ron Juggett. Look at the camera, Ron. That's what you're supposed to do. And today we begin our 4 weeks of divisional playoff coverage with an AFC battle between the Seattle Seahawks, who won the wild card game 2 weeks ago against the New York Jets, and the Cleveland Browns, champions of the AFC Central and best record in the American Football Conference. The road to Pasadena passes through Cleveland. They win today, they host Kansas City or New England in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 5 weeks, whenever we play that game. If Seattle wins, then Kansas City or New England will host the AFC Championship game. Seattle can run the ball with the best of them. Cleveland's got a three-headed running monster, and they've got Bernie Kosar, and they don't have John Elway to worry about this postseason. I would think that the Cleveland Browns are the prohibitive favorites to represent the AFC at the end of the day in the championship game in Pasadena. But stranger things have happened. You ready? Let's do this. It's Seattle and Cleveland next. And Seattle has won the toss. They will return. The weather in Cleveland is nice. It is 13 degrees. The wind is behind Seattle at 0 to 10 miles an hour. So in the first and fourth quarters, it's going to go from the closed end of Cleveland Municipal to the open end. Cleveland will have the wind behind them in the second and third quarters between the dog pound towards the baseball infield stadium. Lorenzo, good morning to you. 12 Eastern is 9 Pacific. And yes, it is. Good morning. And don't forget, tonight we are with you at 7 p.m. Eastern for a Patreon special. Game 7 of the 1991 World Series. Ken Herbeck has been told to rip out his pockets. Al Red Sox fan, good afternoon. Lorenzo, I'm not moving to California, although the weather's nicer. 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern for Game 7 of the 91 series. Edmonds, as we go back to our football game, back deep to return for Seattle. Morris and Schultz stand on the 15. We are ready. Cleveland rocks right here on Retro Sports Network. The divisional playoffs are underway. Kick taken at the 5, 10, 15, 20. And Matt Barr hit it to Edmonds. And
illegal block. Receiving team.
Coming back to me anyway. So Bryant with the block, spot the ball at the 11-yard line for Seattle. Kurt Warner There's his numbers against the Jets last week. And John L. Williams are in the backfield for Seattle. Dave Craig is your quarterback. Steve Largent looking for his only crack at a championship. And Byron Franklin are the wide receivers. And Mike Tice is your tight end. Warner. Sweep to the right from the 11-yard line. Near side. Gets a block. Not quite to the 15. Camp makes a tackle at the 13. So that Reggie Camp with the tackle. Let's meet the Seattle line. Ron Mattis. Doesn't he look like someone from Animal House or Porky's or one of those? He's the left tackle. Brian Millard, the left guard. Blair Bush, the old Bengal center, is Seattle center. Edwin Bailey, the right guard. And Mike Wilson, the right tackle. John L. Trap left on 2nd and 8 from the 13. He gets a 15 in the secondary. First down, 30. He is hit by Griggs at the 32, a gain of 19. And Blair Bush ripped open the big hole, and Anthony Griggs made the tackle. 1st and 10 from the Seahawk 32, opening possession. Cleveland's defense from left to right. Reggie Camp, the left end. Bob Golick is hosting a talk show at nose tackle. And Carl Harrison is the right end. Clay Matthews, not that one, his father, is the left outside linebacker. Anthony Griggs fills up the left middle. Eddie Johnson, the right inside linebacker. And Chip Banks is the right outside linebacker. Frank Minifield, the left corner. Hanford Dixon is the right corner. He's on Steve Largent. The safeties, Ray Ellis is the strong safety. And Chris Rockins is the free safety. Largent. Ron, there's an old adage, Lorenzo says, in the law, the eggshell client, i.e. you take your victim as you find him. Some have unexpected manifestations to injury up more than would be expected. Same goes for your streamers. Some of us followers need more hand-holding. That's quite all right, my friend. It's quite all right. Medium slant to Largent. Craig to throw it on 1st and 10. And Largent is overthrown. He leapt but couldn't come down with it. 2nd and 10 from the 32 of Seattle. Since we've seen you last, we told you about Twilight Pony Rainbow being follower number 56. Follower number 57, as my dear friend Amy plays, was only 27 points. I'm stunned. That's going to drop her average some. Double A Max Lou. Not sure who you are, but thank you very much for the follower. And John E772 is the latest subscriber to the Twitch channel. I believe that's Braves for Life. So thank you very much for the sub. And if you have a Twitch Prime account, usually comes if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can sub to me for free. They'll pay for it. Or they'll just give themselves some money, and I'll get a couple bucks out of the deal. So thank you there. So that's the 3rd sub and 57 followers. 2nd and 10. Kurt Warner will sweep it to the left from the 32. He is hit by Griggs and a whole mess of Browns for a loss of 4. And thank you very much. John gets the first icon, too, with Lorenzo. So thank you very much, my friend. 7 tonight, Game 7. Kent Herbeck has been kidnapped. It'll be the Atlanta Braves. It's the Braves game of the month because I owe John, I'm sure, a mess of games. But we're going to start with the Braves and the Minnesota Twins from the Game 7 of the 91 World Series. All right. Uh-oh. Now, if you're on Eve, I don't know what his name is, but go find him. And Uncle Ron will support you all the way. 3rd down and 14. 3 wide. Turner is the 3rd receiver. And Darryl Turner will go on a medium cross. He's at the top of your screen. Craig will scramble. 30, 35, 40. He's going to get the first down. He needed 14, and he got 14. Lorenzo, don't tell people where you are. God love you, buddy. I'm not telling you my name because you will find me and you will kill me. And it's nice that you'll pay me back for the ship. Not going to be cheap, but I appreciate that. So, 1st and 10, following a 14-yard scramble by Craig, Cleveland went into the prevent. Oh, he wants fights. Oh, in that case, then. So, 1st and 10 for Seattle. They go back into a conventional set. John L. Trap right. Hand off from Craig from the 42. He gets across to the 45, and Clay Matthews Sr. goes to the 47. 2nd and 5. The whole point of doing these live is for the distractions, Lorenzo. If there's something I want to do that I just want to keep on topic, I tape. Not a biggie. 2nd down, 5 carries for Seattle for 36 yards and 7 yards a touch. Warner. Sweep right to the near side. Hand off from Craig. They're trying for the 1st down. He gets it to the 49 before Reggie Camp can make the tackle. So 3 carries for Warner, and he's got nothing to show for it. 3rd and 3. They're going to throw here. Short slant to the tight end, Tice. Craig waits, throws. Tice has got it. 1st down, a gain of 8. Ray Ellis, the strong safety with a stop. And it's 1st and 10 with 10:23 to go in the opening quarter. First drive of the game, Seattle beat the Jets 2 weeks ago to get to the AFC divisional playoffs. Cleveland, the best record in the conference, hopes to host this week and next week, and then get an all-expenses-paid trip to Pasadena for the 20th edition of the post-merger championship. Byron Franklin, medium hitch. Craig back to throw. Goes to the far sideline. Largent, he went to a second read. Largent got 9. Hanford Dixon with a tackle. It'll be 2nd and a short 1. Seattle doing what they need to do. Short, little time possession plays. They've had it 9 already for 55 yards and 5:18 off the clock. Kurt Warner. Fullback dive right down Broadway, and he gets the 1st down, and Clay Matthews makes the tackle up to 31. And so Warner now is 3 yards on 4 carries, and Clay Matthews' dad, Clay, has his 2nd tackle. 6 minutes gone. I saw El Red Sox fan. Here on his channel, he debuted the new Stratomatic PC Baseball 2020, which I have to go and deal with tech support on because Uncle Ron is an idiot, and I'll tell you why as we go along. 1st and 10. Going to go to the air. Medium slant for Largent. Craig back to throw. Largent runs his route. He's got it inside the 20. He shoved off a little bit on Hanford Dixon and made the catch for a gain of 14. So 1st and 10 for Seattle on the Cleveland 17. They have it in the red zone as they head towards the doggy pound. Woof, woof, woof. Kurt Warner. Gonna do a pitch to the left side. He's running. He's trying to get the sideline. He's got room. 15. Griggs knocks him down on the far side at the 12. Anthony Griggs has 4 tackles in 12 plays. And Seattle has taken half the quarter off the clock. 2nd and 5. Warner needs a breather. And so Randall Morris, who had such a big week against the Jets in their wild card game. Sweep near side. Morris gets the handoff to the 10. 1st down. 5. Matthews to the 3. A gain of 9. I won't say they shredded them, but we really kind of reached a ground and pound here to start the football game. If Seattle can do this for 4 quarters, they don't care where they go. They could be in the AFC Championship game. 2 tight end set. Warner is back in with Lane. Tice and Hudson are the tight ends. Warner. Fullback dive, and Cleveland didn't like what they saw, and they called timeout. So not a good drive for the Browns. 7:17 to go in the first quarter. It's Seattle nothing, they're driving. Cleveland nothing. Gonna run this a draw. Warner. Handoff from Craig from the 3, and that's 6. Kurt Warner, touchdown. The Browns keyed him. They ran a tight run formation, and Kurt Warner just put his head down and kept the legs moving. 14 plays, 89 yards, and 7:45 off the clock. Here's a touchdown again, and that's how you do it. So Seattle, with 7:09 to go, thank you, Lorenzo. I appreciate that. The 100 bits from Lorenzo. Here's the extra point. Norm Johnson on a cold day. That's going to hurt. It's good. So, Seattle goes up 7-0. And for the first time, Cleveland gets to sit on the field. It's taken us 16 minutes of stream time to get there. 14 plays for the Seahawks. Gerald the Ice Cube McNeil, and that fits on a 13-degree day on Lake Erie. Reggie is the deep man. Reggie Langhorne and St. Nicholas are the upmen at the 15. Johnson, 4 yards deep, and Kozar says, I'll take it out for my time zone conversion. They'll take it 1st and 10 on their own 20. Bernie Kosar, the quarterback for Cleveland. Kevin Mack, the primary back, along with Ernest Biner. Curtis Dickey will also see quite a bit of playing time for the Browns. The split end is Reggie Langhorne at the top of your screen. Brian Brennan is the other receiver. He's your flanker. And Ozzie Newsome, the Hall of Famer, is your tight end. Biner, trap left, 1st and 10. Kozar from the 20. Biner is stood up by Damian Easley, and Langhorne's limping off. He'll be back. It'll be 2nd and 9. That's Kenny Easley, not Damian. So the clock stops, 7:03 to go. The Browns line's a good one. Cody Arisen is the left tackle. Dan Fike is the left guard. Mike Babb is the center. Paul Farron is the right guard. And Ricky Bolden is the right tackle. Webster Slaughter now is the second receiver with Brennan. Slaughter, medium slant. Seattle shows a blitz. Screen to Biner is the audible. Goes our waits. He looks around, and Biner dropped it. And Langhorne comes back in. Greg Gaines, who looks like he just snapped into a Slim Jim, made to hurry, and it's 3rd and 9. Let's meet the Seattle defense really quick. Jacob Green, the left end. Joe Nash, the nose tackle. Jeff Bryant, the right end. Greg Gaines, the left outside linebacker. Fred Young, the left inside linebacker. Keith Butler, the right inside linebacker. Bruce Schultz, the right, or Ashton Kutcher, if you will, the right outside linebacker. Dave Brown, the left corner. Kerry Justin, the right corner. Eugene Robinson, the free safety. And Kenny Easley on Ozzie Newsome, the strong safety. 3rd and 9. Fontenot now in the backfield. Kozar out of the gun. Langhorne. Medium cross. Kozar has time. He's moving on the pocket. Throws. First down. Caught by Langhorne at the 36. And that'll be a gain of 16. So Cleveland converts. And they go back into a run formation. 1st and 10. 6:47. Kozar stays out of the gun. Trap left to Kevin Mack from at the 37. Mack gets across to the 41, and Gaines will make the tackle right there. 2nd down and 6. Next week, it's the first of our 2 NFC divisional games. It's the wild card winning Minnesota Vikings going to San Francisco to play the top-seeded 49ers. Noon, Sunday, right here on Retro Sports Network. 2nd and 6. Kozar goes back under center. Biner. Trap left. Handoff from Kozar from the 41. 1st down. And Kenny easily makes a tackle at the 49. Dan Fike, the left guard, makes the big block. And Biner has 2 carries for 9 yards. 1st and 10, Cleveland on their own 49. It's their first drive of the game. Brian Brennan on a medium cross. Kozar under center. Throws. Brennan, 1st down, and that's about it. Threw it into double coverage, and Brennan just had that needle threaded right to him, and Dave Brown makes the tackle. And now Cleveland, with 4.5 to go and the clock running, sits at the Seattle 39. Turn this down a bit. Biner, flat pass, far side. Kozar throws and leads him astray, incomplete. And the clock will stop at 3:55 to go. Bernie Kozar 2-4 for 28 yards. In the opening quarter, Kevin Mack. Trap left, flag is down. Somebody moved.
False start. Offense.
And
Number 74, 5-yard penalty.
Aaron, the
Repeat,
right
2nd down.
So 2nd and 15 for Cleveland. 3:55 to go. Mack on a draw. And the handoff from Kozar. Mack gets it across the 40. It's a gain of 7 as he easily makes the tackle at the 37. So a much more manageable 3rd and 8 for Cleveland. And technically, they already are in field goal range going into the wind. Now, they're showing this as a nice, beautiful grass field. It's Cleveland. It's 13 degrees. That is paint. They did resod where the baseball infield should be. But that's, it really is toupee time for this grass in Cleveland. Ozzie Newsome on 3rd and 8. Will run a medium cross. Kozar has time. Newsome runs the route and tries to dump it down to Biner instead, and that's incomplete. So not the start that Kozar wanted. And Jeff Bryant, the right end, made the hurry. So we're going to try a field goal. This would be a long one from 53 yards. Matt Barr with Gossett, the punter, to hold, and Babb to snap it. From 54, they tell me. It is up. It is wide left. That is no good. And so the drive stalls. 10 plays, 43 yards. Seattle gets it back at their own 37. 1st and 10, 7-0 Seahawks. So it's Morris and Williams. They're going to give Warner one more play. Trap left to Randall Morris. Handoff goes to the 40, and Griggs will make the tackle right there. 2nd and 7. So a busy week for you. We got 4 baseball games coming up. You got one tonight. You got the live stream Tuesday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. Thursday, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. The YouTube exclusive game, which does pretty well. And after Uncle Ron gets his Strat stuff reset, we'll do a live Stratomatic stream on here in prime time, hopefully Monday, if not Wednesday night, to show off that game. So, along with the football game and wherever. Plus, we are taping an episode of Digital of Dice today. So, Dave Gardner, myself, and a special secret guest. Shh, it's a secret. So that will be taped this afternoon. So lots to look forward to here on Retro Sports Network. John L. Off tackle right, handoff from Craig from the 40. Williams gets a touch of his seam. Matthews with the tackle up to 42, gain of 2. So 2:05 to go, and if Seattle can run it at 63 yards a quarter, they're going to be on the road again next week. Medium slant to Byron Franklin. Craig looks around. Franklin, no, it's down to a running back. It is Morris, and he makes the catch, and it's a gain of 9. So he goes to his second read, and Morris does the right thing. He got across, and the ball is spotted at the Cleveland 49. Minute 25 to go, first quarter. 7-0 Seattle. Oh, don't start with this. Strat hasn't changed your PC baseball game in 15 years. I think, well, it's been 6 since I bought it. So there's going to be some newer things to me anyway. But you're right. The hockey game hasn't changed in 10. Sweep right to Kurt Warner, near side from the 49 of Cleveland. 45-40. He reaches and gets the first down. So a gain of 10, 41 seconds to go. And John L. Williams broke open the hole for Kurt Warner. 1st and 10. Last seconds of the first quarter, Seattle has 113 net yards. Franklin, medium out pattern. Craig to throw. He waits. He goes to the running back Warner instead, and that's incomplete. And we'll have one more play in the quarter that it is 2 seconds left on the clock, and I'm with Lorenzo. I've been playing Strat off and on for 30 years. I'm old. Not as old as some of you, but I feel pretty old with that. And so, as long as the game plays well, I don't really care. Oh, the special matchups option. You know what I don't like? The closer rule. So, Warner will try a sweep to the near side, end the quarter from the 39. 2nd and 10, 35. Banks gets makes a tackle after a gain of 6. And we've played 15 minutes here. In Cleveland, it only seems like a half hour. It is Seattle 7, Cleveland nothing. And on the Digital Dice scoring summary, Kurt Warner capped a 14-play, 89-yard drive to give Seattle the only 7 points of the quarter. 7-0 they lead. 9 first downs to 3. Time of possession, 10:46 for Seattle, 4:14 for Cleveland. Craig 4 of 6 for 40. Kozar 2 of 5 for 28. And Warner 8 carries for 27 yards. 85 is probably the best cutoff for that. I might do 90, but we'll see. 3rd down and 4. They are in field goal range. The wind is now swung the other way. It's coming off the lake. Medium cross to Tice. Craig looks, throws, Tice, no. Sarcasm's a good thing, Lorenzo. So from the 33, Norm Johnson has pretty much a coin flip chance here to make it 10-0. This would be from 50. Gilbert to hold it. Bush to snap it. Johnson to put it through. It is up. It is going wide right. And with 14:48 to go in the first half, the score remains Seattle 7, Cleveland nothing. This is the AFC Divisional Playoff game from 1986, played in January 1987, on Retro Sports Network. 1st and 10. Medium slant, Reggie Langhorn. Kozar waits, Langhorn dropped it right in his wheelhouse. He beat the double coverage and just dropped it. And Kozar looks to Marty Schottenheimer on the sideline and shakes his head. Curtis Dickey comes in the backfield with Kevin Mack. Dickey. Trap left on 2nd and 10. The handoff from Kozar. And Freddie Young makes a tackle at the 37, gain of 4. Strat is a good game, but they need a lot more screen options. Yep, but I have bad eyes and can hardly read the lineups. But I don't think you can change. Yeah, I mean, changing the font would be good, making it bigger. So, John, I don't know if you've tried the replay game. You can change the font on that. I think you can make the fonts bigger in Action PC, too. And Strat could definitely learn a lot from Action PC. 3rd down and 6. Brian Brennan on a medium cross. Kozar under center. Waits, rolls around, throws into double coverage, and that's batted away by Dave Brown. And Kozar is playing a nightmare in Cleveland as he starts 2 for 7. And Cleveland will be forced to punt from their own 37. Jeff Gossett will stand on his 22. Edmonds, the sole returner for Seattle. He goes to the near sideline, and that will roll out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 43-yard punt. No flag, Seattle football. 1st and 10. Yep, the Action PC franchise has really impressed me. For a closed-engine game, it has the feel of a card and dice game. It lets you make as many or as few decisions as you want. If you like playing defense in a football game, you can do that. Just watch some of Al Red Sox fan stuff. And it just gives you, it's just almost endless. And there's always a good sale. 1st and 10. John L. Williams. Trap left from the 20. Handoff from Craig. Williams is hit by Griggs at the 24, and it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4. Griggs has 7 tackles. He wishes offense would keep the ball on the field for a bit. If you joined us late, 7-0 Seattle, 13 degrees. The sun is behind the stadium now, but the skies are clear, the lights are on, and the footing here in Cleveland is solid. Byron Franklin. Medium hitch. Craig to throw it. Flag is down. It is incomplete. Midfield with a coverage.
Holding. Offense.
And
number 70. 10-yard penalty.
And it'll be 2nd down and long. How about 16, Ron? Braves for Life says Action PC isn't as polished as Strat, but it's a better game, and that says a lot. Yep. I think if you combine the two, you'd have it. You'd have it right there. 2nd down and very long. Flat pass to Kurt Warner. Near sideline. Craig throws. Warner has it at the 11. 15-20. Harper makes a tackle at 21. That's a gain of 7. Although, I gotta say, I bought the basketball game. I don't play it as much. I'm talking Stratomatic as I should. But I enjoy it. And the hockey game I love. As I get older, and I know that I'm younger, I think, than mostly everybody watching. If you're younger than 48, say hi in the chat, will ya? Want to know you're here. I get more into the the computer version of the card and dice games. I just kind of want that simplicity. 3rd down and 9. 3 wide. Williams in the backfield. Craig will work out of the gun. Turner, the 3rd receiver. Franklin. Medium slant. Craig looks around, gonna scramble. 25, he won't get it. Rockins will bring him down at the 27. Needed 9, got 6. 42. Oh, really? Okay. And 1 credit clears, who also is a follower here on Twitch. Thank you very much. You just made the cut. I hope you are enjoying this, and always feel free to jump in and say hi. We do these live for a reason. So thanks for joining us. And so Seattle will be forced to punt. 4th and 3 on their own 27. Vince Gamache to the Ice Cube McNeil. Gamache from his 12. McNeil running in. Gets it at the 40. Wow. And he's hit by Reggie Kinlaw for a gain of 6. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate the shout out on Twitter. I was on Twitter. I worked for years that required me to use Twitter, and I don't have to do that anymore. And I'm grateful. But I could be talked back into it. So 1st and 10 for Cleveland on their own 47. Dickey and Mack in the backfield. 1st and 10. Kozar needs to get something going here. Short cross to the tight end Newsom. Waits, he throws, incomplete. Easily tips it away, and Kozar is now 2 of 8 for 28. And for him, that life isn't great. 2nd and 10, Kevin Mack. Trap left. Hand off from Kozar, and he stood up by Nash after a gain of 1. The Seattle pass defense has done everything that they were supposed to do. They haven't forced a turnover yet, but Cleveland is wasting another chance here with golden field possession. 3rd wide receiver, Fontenot in the backfield, slaughter the 3rd wide receiver. He's on the bottom of your screen. Kozar out of the gun, slaughter. Medium slant, Kozar has time. He goes up, that is tipped away by Robinson. He looked for Reggie Langhorne, and Eugene Robinson just batted it away, and Kozar is having the half from hell. Or for Apichatto when he watches later, the half from purgatory. 4th down and 9 for the Browns. And they'll be forced to punt again. Jeff Gossett. No relation to Lewis Jr. Edmonds. They'll return this from around his 15. From the 11 to the 15, he gets it to the 20 before Banks can make the stop. 10:32 to go in the half. No, Kozar cannot catch a break. He's had passes dropped. He's not had a good game. But Cleveland was only going to go as far as Bernie Kozar could do it. And right now, it's not that much. Randall Morris will sweep it right side from the 17 to the 20, 25, 30, 35-yard line. Dixon with a tackle at the 37, a gain of 20. And the Seahawks now have 109 yards on the ground. Kurt Warner sweeps to the near side. Handoff from Craig to the 40. First down. Does he get it? Yes, he does. He got the Dave Gardner measurement. And when you can run it on 1st and 10 for a first down, it is your afternoon. 9.5 to go in the first half. Clock running. 1st and 10. Medium fly to Largent. Craig looks towards the sideline. He's got Largent for a first down and a gain of 17. They doubled him. It was a bullet. Largent caught it. 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 36. 3 plays, 47 yards in a minute 43. And those plays have all been on 1st and 10. John L. Williams. Off tackle right. Handoff from Craig. He gets to the 34 before Camp can make the tackle. Gain of 2. So 2nd and 8 for Seattle. 8:09 to go. Clock running. Second quarter. Warner. Trap left. From the 34, gets to the 30, gonna be close. He got 7. Minifield with a hit, and it's 3rd and 1. So Craig, 6 of 9 for 64 yards. Has done everything that they've asked of him so far. Halfway home here in the second. Craig will call his own number. Sweep right. Waits for the C's to part. A flag is down. First down. Craig across the 20. Johnson makes a tackle at the 16. A gain of 11. And
Encroachment
it's a free
defense.
play.
Number 78, 5-yard penalty.
Carl Harrison made contact And they will take the 11-yard gain, 1st and 10. Cleveland just really not playing well at all. Long slant to Largent from the 16. This is end zone all the way. Craig stands back. He's going to be sacked by Camp for a loss of 10. And the crowd goes back into alert mode on that. So the first big play for Cleveland is a Reggie Camp sack of Dave Craig. And it's 2nd and 20 from the Cleveland 26. Draw play to John L. Williams. 2nd down, and Craig will call timeout. 5:57 to go in the half. It's Seattle 7, Cleveland nothing. We'll do it again. But this time it's Warner from the 26 to the 25. It gets across the 20. Dixon with the tackle at the 18. It's a gain of 8, and it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Seahawks. And they are certainly in Norm Johnson range if they can't get the ball any further. They go 3 wide, turn into the 3rd receiver. Franklin, medium slant, under center. Craig runs around, he throws, it is incomplete. Franklin dove for it at the 5 and couldn't make the catch. They doubled Byron Franklin, so Cleveland played that right, and it'll be a field goal attempt for Johnson with 5:11 to go from 35 yards. Gilbert to hold. Bush to snap. Johnson missed one already, and he misses that wide right. Ho, ho, ho. So 10 plays, 65 yards, and nothing to show for it. 5:06 to go in the half. Seattle 7, Cleveland nothing. So Kozar needs just to eat some time and get some yardage. Curtis Dickey. Fullback dive from the 20-yard line. And Seattle sniffed that out. Freddie Young got him for a 1-yard loss. And even when they do the right thing, Bernie Kosar gets no luck. He'll be performing at the House of Blues in Los Angeles next week. Kevin Mack. Off tackle right on 2nd down from the 19. He is hit at the 20. The ball is loose. Gaines has it, and Freddie Young recovers for Seattle. The first turnover of the game goes against Cleveland on their own 20-yard line. Oh, baby, here it is again. Gaines just ripped it out of his hand, and Young went, looky what I found. So Seattle wants the one-play drive. Medium out to Franklin. Craig has all day. Near side. Franklin. Touchdown. Touchdown, Byron Franklin. One play. 20 yards and 6 points. Here it is again. Yeah, of course it goes against Cleveland. And so the Seahawks are up 13-0. 78,000 here at Municipal Stadium are eating their milk bones. Extra point. It is up. It is good. So, thank you, John. I always try for those one-play drives. Take advantage over the turnover. Don't know if it matters or not. It's a computer, so it doesn't have feelings. I'd play feelings right now, but I'd get that. No, I did not miss my play calling in football. But you just kind of go with what your emotions tell you to do. So here's McNeil. The ice cube is as cold as the Budweiser in the stands. 2 yards deep, they're going to return it. McNeil, far sideline, 10, 20, hit at the 22 by Kaiser. So if that was kind of a 6 one way, half dozen the other call. 4:03 to go. Biner and Mack in the backfield. Cleveland is running 8 times for 26 yards. Biner. Sweep left, near side. Hand off from Kozar. Biner gets to the sideline. 25. Butler got the block. And Biner, the Raiders could use me. Well, maybe not. So it's a gain of 6. The clock is stopped. 3:53 to go. So 2nd and 4 for Cleveland. 14-0 Seattle. 3:53 to go in the first half. Langhorn. Medium slant. Kozar waits, throws. Langhorn got it. 50, 45, 40. And finally, this crowd has a reason to cheer as Reggie Langhorn makes a 33-yard catch and run, and it's 1st and 10 for Cleveland at the Seattle 39. 3:40 to go. Brennan. Medium out. Kozar under center. He has time. Near sideline caught. First down at the 18 as Brian Brennan makes the catch. And finally, Kozar has got some yards. He's now 4 for 11 for 82. 2:53 to go. 1st and 10 from the Seattle 18. Mack. Trap left. 2 timeouts for Cleveland. Mack is hit at the 13 by Green, and that's a gain of 5. First tackle for Jacob Green. 2:45 to go. Essential here for Cleveland to get something out of this drive. Medium fly. Reggie Langhorn under center. Kozar waits, throws. Langhorn, touchdown! Touchdown, Cleveland. And as Drew Carey says right now, Cleveland's rocking. Reggie Langhorn. Cleveland responds from the turnover and the touchdown with 6 of their own. And with 2:14 to go in the half, we got ourselves a football game. 5 plays. 78 yards and 1:49 off the clock. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. So, as we near the 2-minute warning, Seattle 14, Cleveland 7. Edmonds back deep with Morris and Schultz. Barr to Schultz at the goal line. 10, 20. 6-yard line before Griggs can make the tackle. That's his 8,000th hit. And with 2:04 to go, Seattle really not in much of a hurry here. John L. Trap right on first down, and he gets it across the 30. Dixon makes a tackle at the 33. It's a gain of 7. So a frenetic pace here at the end of the second quarter, 1:55 to go. Seattle 14, Cleveland 7. This is the 1986 Retro Sports Network Pro Football Playoffs, the AFC divisional matchup between the Seahawks and Browns right here, presented by DigitalDice.com. Second and 3. As I take my sip of coffee, Kurt Warner. Sweep right. Let's see if we can catch him off guard here. We do. First down. Johnson with the tackle at the 38. Cleveland playing for the pass. They go hurry up. Franklin. Medium cross. Craig back to throw. Both teams have 2 timeouts. He's got time, but he doesn't have Franklin. Frank Benefield made the tip away, and Craig says, I'm fine with that. 1:31 to go. Second down and 10. Seattle still leads. Screen. John L. Williams. Waits for the screen to set up. Craig has Williams. Craig has a first down. Williams has a first down, a gain of 11. And Seattle goes in the hurry up again. First and 10, 1:24 to go. Ball on the Seattle 49-yard line. Largent on a medium out. Craig doesn't like his chances here. He goes to the other sideline instead. Franklin has it. Gain of 7. And Seattle with 1:10 to go. We'll call time. 2nd and 3. They can stop it once more. From the Cleveland 44. So a good half of football here. 2nd and 3. John Tice. Oops, short slant. Was supposed to be crossed, but I slipped. He throws. It's incomplete, but Ellis was all over him.
Pass interference.
Yes, it
defense.
is.
Number 24.
8
Automatic.
yards.
First down.
A freebie first down, and the clock has stopped. So from the 36, it's 1st and 10. Seattle would like to get more points. Norm Johnson says, I might be able to hit one from here. Chuck Knox is still the coach, I think. They go to Tice again. Short cross. That's the call. Craig waits for Tice. He's got it. First down. A gain of 10. Ellis with a quick tackle. 58 seconds. They run up to the line. Largent. Short slant. Craig rolls. Throws to Tice, who gets it across the 20. He's hit by Ellis at the 18. A gain of 8. They can run. They're just going right back up to the line. 2nd down and 2. Seattle from the Cleveland 18. Long out. Nope. They're going to try it. Warner. They're going to try Warner here. And then set it up. And Craig's going to scramble. 10, 5, timeout. Timeout at the 6-yard line. Dave Craig rumbled and stumbled. That's why you saved that last time out. And now they pretty much have 2 shots at the end zone, if not 3. What a play by Dave Craig. 5 carries for 43 yards. And again, Cleveland Municipal is kind of gone silent. They're in the dog pound end. Seattle in their white jerseys, blue numbers, silver helmets, blue face masks. Cleveland in the traditional brown uniforms with the orange helmets and the white numbers. Short cross. Franklin on first down. Craig can't take a sack. Tries to find Williams. Incomplete. He's got to go for the end zone. John L. Williams dropped it, but I don't think he would have scored. So that actually is a smart drop. 2nd and goal from the 6. They cannot run it. They will have not enough time to get the field goal unit on. Medium cross. Must pass. Hudson, the tight end. Craig waits. Hudson runs his route. Touchdown, Seattle! Wowzers, a 33% chance of making that, and Gordon Hudson has a postseason touchdown. 14 seconds to go in a half. 11 plays. 74 yards. And for Cinderella, she must like Nirvana because Seattle is going to go in a half with a 2-touchdown lead. The extra point from Johnson is straight, true, and good. So how about that? The Seahawks have 287 net yards in the first half on the road on a 13-degree day in Cleveland. Yep, I wouldn't have bought that either. Here's the kick. McNeil, far near side 5, 20, and hit at the 24 with 6 seconds to go. And Kozar will take a victory formation. So that'll do it. We played 30 minutes. And Seattle, Cleveland will get the football. Seattle has stunned this crowd. They lead 21-7. For those of you on Twitch, we'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, so here's our Digital Dice scoring summary for the second quarter. Seattle, 20-yard pass. With all this happened in the last 5 minutes, gang. Craig to Franklin to make it 14-0. Then Kozar marched him down the field, found Reggie Langhorne on a 13-yard pass to make it 14-7. And then, with 14 seconds to go, Seattle from Craig to Hudson, the backup tight end, to make it 21-7. Seattle ran 11 plays in 74 yards in a minute 50. First down, Seattle is 20-6 over Cleveland. They've run 43 plays from scrimmage that counted. And they've had the ball 20 minutes and 49 seconds. Largent, 3 catches for 40. Tice, 3 for 26. Kozar, 5 of 12, although he did have a good scoring drive. Mac, Biner, and Dickey, 11 carries combined for 37. No, well, it's 10 for 37. And Ozzie Newsome has been held off the score sheet. Langhorne, 3 for 62. So, Cleveland will get the football. McNeil from his 8. Remember, DigitalDice.com is our sponsor, taping the new episode Sunday not live for you, but Sunday afternoon with a special guest star this week. Dave and I go through your comments. That's the latest episode of Digital Dice. Find us on Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. McNeil takes the kick at the 1 to the 10, 20, 4-yard line. Butler with the stop. It is Ernest Biner and Kevin Mack in the backfield for Cleveland. Brian Brennan and Reggie Langhorne, the wide receivers. Ozzie Newsome, the tight end. Bernie Kozar, who had a good second quarter, is the quarterback. Risen and Bolden, the tackles. Fike and Farron are your guards, and Bob is your center. Defensively for Seattle, Green and Bryant, your defensive ends. Nash, your nose tackle. Gaines and Schultz, your outside linebackers. Young and Butler, your middle linebackers. Brown and Justin, the corners. Easley and Robinson, the safeties. Biner, I'll tackle right, 1st and 10. Cleveland from their own 24, and Schultz makes a tackle at the 25. Thanks, John. 7 Eastern for you tonight, buddy. 4 Pacific for Game 7 of the 91 World Series, an Atlanta Braves Patreon special right here on Retro Sports Network. 2nd down and 9. Cleveland, if they're going to win this game, they have got to possess the football. They have to do something on the ground. And Lorenzo, yep, another time bit there. Kevin Mack. Trap left. Hand off from Kozar. Mack to the 31. Butler with a stop after a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 3 for Cleveland. Opening minute, 3rd quarter. Between the Seahawks and the Browns in this AFC divisional matchup. The winner will face the winner of Kansas City, New England, 2 weeks from today in Foxborough. If Cleveland wins, the game is here in Cleveland. If Seattle wins, it'll be whoever wins the other AFC divisional playoff game. Newsome on a medium slant. Kozar back to throw. Newsome over the middle of the field. He's got it. A gain of 15. Brought down at the 47. And let's see if Bernie Kozar can get his emotions in check. Anybody watching this, do you remember if this was, did the Browns make the playoffs in 85? Or is this Kozar's first playoff start? Brennan. Medium cross. Flag is down. Somebody moved.
False start. Offense, number 44.
It's Biner.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Well. So 1st and 15 from the Cleveland 41. Dickey back in the game. Biner getting chewed out. Dickey. Fullback dive from the 41 of Cleveland. It gets across to almost to the 50. It is the 50. Eugene Robinson with the tackle at the midfield strike. Mike Babb, the center, does the dirty work, and it's a much more manageable 2nd and 6. Brian Brennan. Medium slant. Kozar back to throw it. He waits. Brennan has it at the Seattle 33-yard line. A gain of 17. And Cleveland is coming back. A good first drive for the Browns. 5 plays, 43 yards. Ozzie Newsome. Going to try a long fly to the tight end. Kozar is feeling his oats. He throws. Newsome. 5. Touchdown, Cleveland. It worked. Seattle was playing the basic. They were watching for Kevin Mack. And Ozzie Newsome ran his route, turned around, found the football, and scored. 21-13. Here it is again. Newsome. All right, Lorenzo says that they made the playoffs in 85. So this is not Kozar's first playoff game. That took away my narrative. Yeah, Al, touchdown, Cleveland. And here's the kick. Good. And so it's a one-score game again. Tell your friends, 11:06 to go in the third. Seattle 21, Cleveland 14. This is the AFC Divisional Playoffs on Retro Sports Network. Presented by DigitalDice.com. And as Al says, we have ourselves a slobber knocker. Edmonds from his 8. Morris and Schultz from the 15. It's going to be Edmonds from his 3. Edmonds to the 20 or 19, and Wright makes a tackle right there. So we have hit the 1 o'clock hour on this Sunday afternoon. My name is Ron Juckett. That's all right, Lorenzo. You're fine. You're fine with that. This is Retro Sports Network, and following our play tonight of the Atlanta Braves and Minnesota Twins from the Metrodome and Game 7 of the 1991 World Series, join us tonight for a very special edition of the NBC Sunday Night Movie starring Gary Coleman. We don't know what the movie is, but Gary Coleman is starring in it, and we'll find out there. Co-starring Charlotte Rae. Thank you, Lorenzo. Charlotte Rae, Lorenzo, and Carol Wayne. No, she was dead by then, wasn't he? Who was the other one? Teresa Ganzel, who was Johnny Carson's Tea Time Girl. All tonight on NBC, followed by your late local news, and then Chat with Al. Al gets to talk to it tonight. Drunk fans from Cleveland if they lose this game. That's tonight on NBC. First and 10, 10:55, third quarter. Warner and Williams, the running backs for Seattle. Largent and Franklin, the wide receivers. I'm diabolical. No, I don't want to bankrupt you at all. I do appreciate it, but it's certainly not required, my friend. Largent and Franklin, the wide receivers. John Tice, the tight end. Dave Craig, the quarter. Mattis and Wilson, the tackles. Millard and Bailey, the guards. Bush, your center. We'll tell you about the Browns' defense in a moment. John L. Williams. Trap left, first and 10 from the 19. Williams across the 20, Rockins to the 23. It'll be second and 6. Harrison and Camp, the ends for Cleveland. Golick, the tackle. Banks and Matthews, the outside linebackers. Johnson and Griggs, the middle linebackers. Dixon and Minifield, the corners. Ellis and Rockins, the safeties. You've met the 22 from both sides. Second down and 6. Byron Franklin on a medium slant. Craig back to throw it. He's got all day, and he's got Franklin open at the 40. Minifield with a tackle at the 43. First and 10, Seattle. Cleveland scored on their first possession of the second half. Seattle having it now for the first time. They're going left to right into the wind, going from Lake Erie into the closed end of the stadium. Warner will try a sweep right from the 42 of Seattle. 45 is going to be brought down by Hanford Dixon at the 49. A gain of 7. Blair Bush with the stop. 9:23, clock running. Seattle hoping to get one more road date this year. It is a good game. This has been the best of the playoff games, I think, so far. Largent. Medium hitch. Craig is going to scramble, and he's going to be brought down by Harrison for a loss of 6. Chuck Knox is furious as Dave Craig gets up. 3rd down and 9. 8:45, clock running. 3 wide. Darrell Turner, the 3rd receiver. He's up at the top of your screen. Medium hitch to him. Craig waits, throws, wide open. 35-30, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Seattle. Turner, 57 yards. Cleveland doubled Steve Largent. Turner was all by himself. Cleveland played a man-to-man. What a good play call here. He was wide open. He ran that ball 38 yards all by his lonesome. And it's 27-14. Extra point from Johnson. You betcha. 5 plays, 81 yards, 3:03 off the clock, 7:52 to go in the 3rd. Seattle 28, Cleveland 14. Wowzers. McNeil with Langhorne and Nicholas to return it. And it's going to be McNeil, 8-yard line, far side of the 20, 25 by Taylor. 7:45 to go. So just when you think that Kozar and company have some momentum against Seattle, it disappears. Biner back in the ball game with Kevin Mack. Biner. Sweep left, near side. Hand off from Kozar. Gets across the line of scrimmage. Easily tackles him at the 29, a gain of 4. Seattle was playing for the run, and Biner still got it. Still got 4. 2nd down and 6. Cleveland, you can still do things on both sides with run it and pass it. It's not desperation time, but their defense has been atrocious. The Seahawks have 368 net yards in this football game. Brian Brennan. Medium hitch on 2nd and 6. Throw. Brennan, that's almost incomplete, or it's almost picked off. And Kevin Mack is walking off the field. So Ray Fontenot is in the backfield with Ernest Biner. 3rd down and 6. They go 3 wide. Slaughter is at the near side. Fontenot in the backfield. And they're going to try a flat pass to Fontenot. Kozar finds him at the 25, 30, 1st down. Fontenot is tackled at the 39. Give him 10. Needed 6, got 10. Kozar now 9 of 17 for 170. 1st and 10, 7 minutes to go. Clock running here in the 3rd. Fontenot stays in the game. Biner joins him in the backfield. 2 running backs. It's Herman Fontenot. Off tackle right for Fontenot from the 39. He gets it across the 40. Mack will come back in. Gaines will make the tackle after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. So Cleveland, since that bad first quarter, has not played terribly. The 1 turnover led to points for Seattle, but Cleveland has kept this within arm's reach. Ozzie Newsome. Medium slant to the tight end. Kozar has time. Newsome double coverage. No, they doubled Brennan and blitz 3. So Kozar, only 9 of 18 for 170, but 2 touchdowns. 3rd and 7. Again, 3 wide. Slaughter near side with Brennan. Langhorne and Newsome are split at the top of your screen. It's Langhorne on a medium cross. Kozar's under center. He's got time. He's got Langhorne for a 1st down and a gain of 18. Terry Taylor makes the tackle. That's his 3rd. And it's 1st and 10 for the Browns from the Seattle 40. And they're going to do a draw play to Fontenot. 3 wide. Give to Fontenot from the 40. That didn't work. Gaines makes the tackle after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 from the 38. Dickey and Mack in the backfield. Greg Gaines has made 5 tackles. And Cleveland, Barr says, I can try a field goal from here. Dickey, trap left. Hand off from Kozar for 38. Nothing doing. Green is hurt for Seattle. He's shaking it off. Clock running. 4:20 to go. California, you know what to do. And it's 3rd down and 8. From the Seattle 38. Brennan. Medium cross. They're going to blitz. Screen to Dickey. Kozar throws. Dickey first down. A gain of 11. He caught it. He went down the far sideline. He stayed in bounds. Tackled by Carey Justin at the 27. And with 3.5 to go, Cleveland gets a fresh set. Mack. Off tackle right. Handoff from Kozar. Gets it to the 25. Schultz at the 23. Tackle right there. Hope you're enjoying this one. Cleveland trying to get within one more score. 2nd and 6 from the Seattle 23. We told you at the start of the 3rd quarter that Cleveland needed to possess the football. Well, they've done that. They've done what they needed to do. Their defense has to make a stop the next time Seattle gets it. 2nd down and 6. Medium fly. Reggie Langhorne. Kozar moves around. He tries for Mack, and that won't get you anywhere. 3rd and 6. 2:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Next week, we turn to the NFC side of the equation for their first divisional game. It's the wild card Minnesota Vikings and the top-seeded San Francisco 49ers. Noon Eastern. You figure it out for your own Pacific thing. I'll save you the $1. How's that? Right here on Retro Sports Network. 3rd down and 6. Newsom. Short slant. Gonna be a quick hitter here. Kozar, flag is down, and there's a fight on the field.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 26.
Justin.
Automatic.
Oh, no. See,
First
we're not
down.
supposed to do that. Justin threw a punch. He just got in there and punched Ozzie Newsome. Where's our Red Sox fan now? He's doing the dishes. We've turned into a fight here. So instead of it being 1st and whatever at the 3rd and 6, that was dumb because it would have been a field goal. And so instead of it being a field goal attempt, Cleveland has it 1st and 10 from the 11. What a maroon. Justin is the nickelback. Mack on a flat near side. Kozar at the 15. Mack 10. 5 touchdown. Cleveland's cut this to a score again. Touchdown Cleveland Browns. 12 plays. 75 yards. 5:48 off the clock. And this one has turned into a hum and a dinger. That's how you do it. Extra point from Barr. Straight, true, good. My goodness gracious. 1:57 to play in the 3rd quarter. Seattle 28. Cleveland 21. Edmonds, Morris, and Schultz. This one is going, and it's going to be Morris at the 5. He cuts to the near sideline, 30. He's hit at the 34. It's a return of 28. And this one has turned into one of those where you could reach for the Maalox or your Flask and not be wrong either way. Warner and Williams in the backfield. 1:51, 3rd quarter. Seattle starts on their own 34. Warner sweeps it near sideline. Handoff from Craig. He gets across the 35. Cleveland was keying Warner all the way. It's a gain of 2. Clay Matthews, the 7th tackle, 2nd and 8. Williams. Seattle has run it 28 times for 184 yards. Trap left for Williams towards the near far sideline. He runs it over the 40. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Frank Minifield with the tackle. And so a passing play here for Seattle, but they've kind of calmed things down a bit. Byron Franklin on a medium cross. Craig back to throw. He rolls right. He looks to a running back, and Warner can't hang on. And so Seattle, with 26 seconds to go, is going to punt it. My goodness gracious. Kurt Warner dropped it. Well, if you got a seatbelt, buckle up, kiddos. Vince Gamache, for the 2nd time today, will punt. He'll stand on his 25. McNeil is on his 15. He runs up to the 24. He's hit by Taylor at the 24. It's technically a 1-yard gain. 22 seconds to play. And it's Seattle 28 in this 3rd quarter. Cleveland 21. Dickey and Mack in the backfield. Brennan on a long fly. They're going to try to get him right here. He waits. He throws by himself. No! Brown tipped it away. 14 seconds to go. What are my settings? Well, since you've been so nice. Pretty fast. Actually, the processor, because I'm running it through processors for streaming, makes it slow down some. So 2nd and 10. I don't know if it's too fast or too slow for you, but it works. I can keep up. As long as I can keep up with the play, I'm fine. 2nd and 10. Mack. Off tackle right. Handoff from Kozar from the 24. 25-30 in the secondary. 1st down, and that will be the end of the quarter. Schultz with the tackle. 2 seconds to go. I'm not going to run a play. 15 minutes to go in Cleveland. Seattle, 28. Cleveland, 21. The Digital Dice scoring summary after 3 quarters. Kozar found Newsom on a 33-yard pass with 11:06 to go to make it 21-14. Then Craig, following a 5-play, 81-yard drive, found Turner on 3rd down, wide open for 57 yards. But Bernie Kosar and Cleveland aren't going away. 11-yard pass to Kevin Mack on a flat pass to cap a 12-play, 75-yard drive, makes it 28-21. And Seattle only had the ball for about 5 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Craig, 14 for 21 for 202. Kosar, 12 for 23 for 210. All right, 15 minutes to go. 1st and 10, Cleveland 36. Mack. Trap right. Kozar to hand it off. And 40. 1st down. Young, after a gain of 11, he ripped them down. And Cleveland now has all the momentum Seattle had the first 2.5 quarters. The wind is now blowing off the lake. Cleveland going right to left. So Cleveland has the wind in their favor. Just keep that in mind as we close out this game. Newsom. Short cross on 1st and 10. Kozar throws. Newsom was not on the same page. 14:05 to go. 2nd and 10. Biner now back in the game with Mack. Ernest Biner will try a sweep to the right side. Far sideline from the Cleveland 47. Gets to the sideline over midfield. Robinson makes the tackle for a gain of 8. Got behind Barron and 5. The 2 guards, they pulled. And it's third down and a short 2. Cleveland driving for what they hope is the tying score. Mack. Fullback dive right up the middle. Mack tries, has it, gain of 3. Kinlaw with the tackle. Second one for Reggie. And Kevin Mack has 10 carries for 55 yards. First and 10 from the Seattle 42. They're going to throw it. Medium slant to Brian Brennan. Kozar waits. Brennan, 25-yard line, first and 10. A gain of 18. And so now it's first and 10 from the Seattle 24. What a football game this has turned out to be. Biner. Off tackle right. Handoff from Kozar. He is stood up by Young at the 25. Kozar looks to Marty Schottenheimer. If you're wondering about the timeouts left, they all have all 3. It's been a clean football game. 3 penalties aside. Oh, yeah, this has been all that and a bag of chips. Newsom. Short cross on 2nd and 11. Kozar to Newsom in the double Langhorn, and Young tipped it. So 3rd and 11. Fontenot, the third, is the running back. Slaughter, the third wide receiver. He looks to Webster Slaughter. What do you want? Webster says, I want a hitch. He says, you got it. Out of the gun. Kozar waits, near side, no, over the middle, incomplete. Fontenot, he was trying to go to a third read, and the drive will stall there. 10 plays, 51 yards, and it's going to be a 42-yard attempt here for Matt Barr, and he has a 68.3% chance of making it, to make it a 28-24 game. So a good snap. A good hold. Barr. That's long enough. It is good enough. So, 11 plays, 51 yards. It's a 4-point game. Call your friends. 28-24. Seattle by 4. Edmonds back deep. Edmonds near sideline at the 4. 20. 25-yard line. That's a gain of 22.
Holding. Receiving team.
Back.
10-yard penalty.
Second time that Eugene Robinson, I believe, has been flagged for that play. First and 10. It's still Seattle's lead. A score here for the Seahawks really does them good. Randall Morris. Off tackle right from the 10-yard line. 15, 20, first down, 30. What a play. Dixon makes a tackle after a 20-yard gain. And Mike Wilson, the right tackle, makes the big block. And the Seahawks have now run it 208 yards this afternoon. John L. Williams. First and 10 from the 30. Trap left. And he's stopped by Minifield for a gain of 1. Yep, they do need to stop here for sure. Second down and 9. Kurt Warner. Williams, by the way, 9 carries, 48 yards. It's just not Morris making the progress. Sweep right to Warner. Near side 31-yard line. Gets a block, but not much. Matthews with the tackle at the 33. Gain of 2. Third down and 7. So Cleveland might be able to get that stop. Medium fly. Steve Largent. Craig under center. They need 7. Throws it. Largent first down. 45-yard line. Double coverage, and Craig threaded that needle. So a gain of 12. 4 catches for Largent for 52, and it's a fresh set for Seattle. 9:08, clock running. from the Seattle 45-yard line. Kansas City and New England await the winner of this. Sweep left, far sideline for Warner, 45, and Griggs will make the tackle right there. 8.5 to go. You know, Griggs had 7 tackles in the first quarter and a half, and now, halfway through the fourth, he's got 9. 16 carries for Warner for 68 yards. 2nd and 10. Ron has to sneeze. Williams. Trap left. Hand off from Craig. And he'll get about 4 yards. Minifield with a tackle right at the 49, and it'll be 3rd down and 6. So Seattle needs a first down here. Mike Tice. Short cross to the tight end. Craig waits. Tice runs the route. Tice has it. First down. He got 8. Ellis with the tackle. And Craig just kind of not worried about much of anything. 7 plays, 47 yards, and 4:19 off the clock. A field goal here from Seattle would force Cleveland to get a touchdown to force overtime. Dig deep, boys. Come on, Lorenzo says. 1st and 10. Warner. Fullback dive. Hand off from Craig. 40. 35. Dixon makes a stop at the 34. Gain of 9. And for Hanford Dixon, that's his 10th tackle of the ball game. Looks like a senior class portrait there for Hanford. 6:17 to go. Yep, this one's coming right. You'd think it was a playoff game or something. 2nd and 1. Kurt Warner, 17 carries, 77 yards. John L. Trap left. He's going to get the first down. Banks with the tackle at the 31. Gain of 3. 5:34 to go. My goodness. 9 plays, 59 yards. 1st and 10. 36 runs for Seattle for 227 yards. Morris back in the ballgame. He'll run a trap left from the 31, 30, 25. Griggs will make the tackle at 24. Gain of 7. Griggs now has 10 stops. Edwin Bailey makes the big block. 2nd down and 3. And Cleveland wondering how much time they're going to have. Williams. Off tackle right. Hand off from Craig. Williams, he won't get the first down. He got 2. But Seattle's fine with that. 3rd and 1. 2 tight end set. Warner and Lane. Franklin, the lone receiver. Tyson Hudson, who made the big catch to give Seattle the 28 points. Or the 27th point. Doubles up, so tight ends on both sides. Eric Lane. Fullback dive. Hand off from Craig. Lane. They're going to measure. No! And out comes Norm Johnson. Wind behind them. Blowing out from the baseball end. 13 degrees. The temperature. The wind's about 5 miles an hour. 68% chance. This would give Seattle a 7-point lead with 3:29 to go. Here is the snap. The kick. It is up. It's long. It's good. All right, Bernie. 2:51 to go. It's showtime here in Cleveland. Seattle 31. Cleveland 24. Two yards deep. They're going to return it. McNeil to the 10, 20, 4-yard line. Gaines with the tackle. 3 timeouts, 2:41. They need 76 yards. The Seahawks have put up 442 yards on Cleveland. The Brownies have put up 326 yards. They stay too wide. Dickey and Mack at the moment. Medium slant to Langhorne. Kozar waits. He rumbles. He throws it down to a running back. It is Young. I'm sorry, it's Dickey. It's a gain of 7. And they can go right to the 2-minute warning. Dickey, short, flat pass. Uh-oh, this is trouble. Kozar's going to scramble. First down. He got the first down at the 2-minute warning. So he got 5. He needed 3. Paul Farron. All right, now they need 64 yards in 1:55. They have all 3 timeouts. Out of the gun we go. Fontenot in the backfield. Kozar out of the gun. Slaughter and Brennan on the near side. Yep, not fleet of foot, but Bernie got it done. Langhorne all by himself on the far side. Newsom. Flag down, medium slant. Oh.
False start. Offense. Number 69. 5-yard penalty. Repeat guard. First down.
The 2-minute drill was invented right on this field in the early 1950s by Paul Brown and Otto Graham. Langhorne on a medium slant. Kozar. And it's stripped by Nash. And is that a touchdown by Schultz? Yes, it is! Seattle! Kozar is stripped by Nash and picked up by Schultz. And Seattle has scored. Here it is again. You got to protect the football. And it's 37-24. Kozar actually had the double on Brennan. He actually had the right play called, and Joe Nash just simply stripped it. The ball was loose. Schultz picked it up at the 20 and ran it in. He will take the dog biscuits thrown at him. In fact, he picks up a handful of milk bones and starts chomping on them. He doesn't care. Here's the extra point. It is good. So with 1:46 to go, it's 38-24. Fixed. Okay, Lorenzo. Fixed. Wowzers is indeed the right number. So McNeil, Langhorne, and Nicholas back to return it. Here it is. McNeil, 10-yard line, near side, 20, 30. He is hit at the 34 for a gain of 24. No, that's all right. I know you're kidding. So, my goodness gracious, the stars had aligned for Cleveland. They didn't have to face John Elway. They got to face the wild card team in the first round of their run. And what you'll remember, instead of the drive knocking Cleveland out, is Bernie Kozar's arm going back and the ball sliding out. 4 wide. No running back. Out of the gun. Brennan, Langhorne, Slaughter, McNeil, and Newsom. Not quite over yet, but they have 97 seconds to score twice. I don't think your average 13-year-old boy surfing the web can do that. Medium fly to Brennan. Kozar all by himself. Looks around. Throws incomplete. Checked it down to Langhorne. 2nd and 10. 92 seconds to go. So, here we go. 2nd down. Medium slant, Brian Brennan. Near side, Kozar has time. He goes over the middle, incomplete. And now it's 3rd and 10. 1:27, obviously in 4-down territory. Newsom on a short cross. They just got to hurry right now. He's got it. Do they get the first down? No. They get the Al Red Sox fan measurement. Gain of 10. 4th and inches. Kozar. Short slant. Brennan. They just want the first down. Kozar back, waits, throws, caught by Brennan at midfield. Tackle at the 48-yard line by Taylor. Cleveland with a minute 6 calls time. Unbelievable football game. Kozar now 16 of 32 for 252 and 3 scores. 1:06 to go. Newsom. Medium slant to the tight end. Kozar looks around. He waits. Newsom first down. 38-yard line. Gain of 12. 1st and 10 for the Browns. They go hurry up. 37-yard line. Long slant. Webster Slaughter. Kozar. Waits. Sacked by Schultz. 39 seconds to go. Timeout from the 44 of Seattle. Oh, you play all year for that bye. And now, unless something really spooky happens, it's bye-bye for Cleveland. McNeil. They're telling him to head out of bounds. On the short out, Kozar will throw it. McNeil's got it, and he's tackled for a gain of 4. Ball at the 40, 35 seconds. Dandy Don singing, turn out the lights. The party's over. They say all good dog biscuits must be thrown out. Turn out the lights. Party's over. Slaughter. Medium slant. They can stop it once. Kozar looking around has got all day, and there's nobody there to make the catch. 4th down and 13. 31 seconds to go. And to me, this is a pretty good upset. Seattle had to beat Denver at home to get in the playoffs. They go to New York. They destroy the New York Jets to visit Cleveland. Although the final score is going to look like this was not a close game, Cleveland threw the kitchen sink at Seattle in the second half. Langhorn. They need 13. Brennan. They need 13. Long hitch. They got to go. Poor play choice. Yes, I know. What the hell are they supposed to do? They look. They throw it down. Incomplete. The ball game's over. 28 seconds to go. Dave Craig, you are bringing the Seattle Seahawks to the 1986 American Football Conference Championship game. Where you'll play, we'll find out in a couple weeks. That's it. They are not running another play. Seattle has pulled the upset. They have beat the Cleveland Browns 38-24. So for YouTube purposes, our MVP of the game is going to be Dave Craig. And Schultz, or Ashton Kutcher, who made that big fumble return for a touchdown. But Craig, 16-23 for 222 yards. Bernie Kozar, 18-36 for 268 yards. They had 3 touchdowns. They both played magnificent football. Fourth quarter scoring, Cleveland a field goal to make it 28-24. Norm Johnson, following a long drive, only gave Cleveland 2:51 to march it, 31-24. And then the fumble recovery sends Seattle to the heavens. They will play for a chance and a ticket to Pasadena in 2 weeks. Here are the final stats of the ball game. I'm Ron Juckett. Join us tonight for more baseball Atlanta Braves Patreon special. Until then, have yourself a wonderful afternoon.